Alright guys, welcome back to the Bandai Card Games Fest 2024-25 World Tour in Manila. And a very interesting matchup here that we
Yes,
have for
indeed.
round number two, round number three, table one rather. This is Polsky versus Dell.
Dell.
We're already showing what deck
Oh, they
leaders
already
we
know. They
have.
already know.
So it is Bonney versus Black Yellow
BY
Luffy or BY Luffy.
So
Pretty interesting
yeah.
because normally Bonney will have a hard time. Or normally Luffy will have a hard time winning against Bonney because of Bonney has access for Zoro, right? The Zoro
Yes.
9 cost, who hits the leader like 3 times. But now let's see. It depends. Still depends with the deck build. And now, oh, no searcher for the Black Yellow Luffy.
Oh,
Okay, pretty interesting.
I think I saw Kid Luffy there with Sabo on the hand of Bonney. We have Cavendish. I saw another Bonney searcher
Yep, that's
and
right.
Carrot. Oh, I saw a Kid 8. No, Doflamingo. So we are seeing a
Ooh, okay.
Doflamingo build. So this type of build doesn't usually have Sex Zoro.
Oh, okay. That's a
So
pretty tough
that
one.
might be an X factor there.
All right, all right.
Wherein Bonnie doesn't have access to that very annoying character against BY Luffy.
That's right.
Which
And
Mhm.
also has the control as well from the
Yes.
board and also the lethal turns as well. I'm actually interested.
Mhm.
Why is Bonnie still alive? The searcher. It's actually a pretty
No,
hard.
that's the second one.
That's the second one.
Yeah,
Oh
the
yeah,
first
there's
Bonnie is
another one.
already gone.
So 2 searchers on this turn,
Yes.
and we do
Ooh.
have another Doflamingo
Doflamingo.
on hand from that search. Okay, pretty interesting. So this is a pretty slow game.
Definitely
And
gonna go to the late game.
definitely. And also, what excites me here is how will BY Luffy be able to survive the early attacks from Donnie once Cavendish is already on the field.
Yes. So, oh, okay. So now we have seen Luffy. So,
Oh,
oh, that's
that's
Moria.
the first Moria.
So actually, in this matchup, it should be depending on Bonnie's board
That's
whether
right.
you have to go to zero or transform your leader as early as possible. So, um I still think that Bonnie's board doesn't want fast zero life yet from the BY Luffy player. So we might be seeing a control characters next turn because uh, Cavendish, that might be a problem for BY Luffy.
All
That
right.
gives him an extra 2 dawns. So Bonnie can now technically use all his dawns and then go for Cavendish and it gonna open up 2 more dawns. Ooh.
All right. Another Luffy 5 cost activation from Polsky here. And
Yes.
we might be able to see 2 big attacks from Polsky. And there you go. Leader ability from Bonnie, and the searcher will be gone. Really unfortunate because the Bonnie leader ability is actually pretty controlling when it comes to the board state, especially if you only have a few characters on field. So that's the strength of Bonnie. He
Okay.
can actually delay some attacks from each turn. And now we do have a Sabo discarding, I think that's an
Okay.
ace, right? Ace and also Luffy and a searcher getting another Sabo. Um,
So BY is already setting up his trash now with the old kids or old brothers.
that's true. So, all right, Polsky is getting ready here for the transformation. 2 lives left. If Polsky has like 2 Flampeys or 2
Is that
Hioris,
I
they'll be
think
able
that's
to
a
make
Kusan.
the leader transform early.
I think that's a Kusan, right? The PRB Kusan.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's going bottom as well.
All right, so we're seeing a black yellow Luffy with a Kazan build getting another
Yes.
Sabo. So he's playing pretty defensive here,
Yes.
right? two Kid Sabos, being used. So most probably, oh, that's an
He-
early carrot. Carrot stuns Luffy 5 cost, even though it's 8k power. You won't be able to, use the card to attack. Go to sleep, Luffy. All right, we still have two attackers available. One is Cavendish, and also one is Bonney. But most probably, Dell won't attack here, just to make sure that you will be able to force Polsky
Yes.
to use those 2k counters just to remove those life.
Okay, here's what I'm thinking right now. Uh, Polsky's down to 2 life, and he hasn't have any Moria on his hand now. So he might have some problems going into the late game, especially that he can't resurrect any of the kids that he wanted to, especially now that he doesn't have any Morias in hand, and he's now down to 2 life. And those are self-inflicted damages as well.
Well, most probably the play here is he will block with that Sabo later on, just to make sure he will be able to use the leader ability and filter using the Sabo kids just to
It's
summon the Sabo blockers. He
that's a
took one of the
flampe.
attack and
That's a
another
flampe.
8k. Okay. Oh, a lot of 2k counters here
There's a
from
lot of
Posse's
2K
can.
counters, but still no Moria.
Still no more is. This
And
is actually a pretty tough position from Polsky, and he took it. It took another attack, and that is another 2k counter. Wow. How many 2k counters does he have right now, right?
I saw around 5 at the moment, 2 flampes. That's 2 flampe
No, that's
AA.
3.
That's and then a Hiyori.
Hiyori, that's a lot.
So that means he doesn't have anything on his hand. We saw 2 Sabos being searched,
Hmm.
Kid Sabo.
That's right.
So I think he went to 0 too fast. But let's see. Maybe he has a strategy for this one, wherein they do BY Luffy do this cycle wherein you keep 1 life in your life card, not really going for the double transformation.
Most probably. He
3
has to.
dons.
He has to, because he doesn't have any lifeguards anymore, and there's 3 attackers available from his opponent. And if he tries to attack with the leader, Sabo will just rest.
He's going 9k
Ooh,
to
okay.
I think Cavendish.
Yeah, he
Oh,
needs
that's a
to.
10k. That's a 10k.
He needs to attack with the Cavendish, and most probably he will play the 2 Sabos to transform.
No, he doesn't have any Sabo on his trash. Oh,
He has
on his
one
hand.
from hand.
So he
He'll
can trash
trash
that.
it. He'll play 2 kids.
Oh, you went for
no.
Luffy Sabo.
Okay, that's pretty interesting. I think he's gonna go aggressive after this.
Hmm.
Most probably, he does have another Sabo. Oh, Luffy. Okay, you'll be able to transform. He won't use the the Luffy ability yet, and he will play that kid Sabo from earlier, when he searched. Right there, you go. And the question is, will he activate the Sabo ability? Because that's a lot of 2k counters from hand. If you'll check, right? One Sabo kid, and wow, is that six 2k counters? Okay, so he's gonna have a hard time trashing 2 hand cards.
I don't think that he will use that, given that Dell only have 2 attackers technically,
Mhm.
and now that Dell will play a 10 cost Dofi, he won't have enough to attack with the Sabo, with the leader now. Karato is like 6,
Yep, that's
and
right.
leader's just 5, with Luffy now as 7. So he might have to just play Dofi here.
That's right. I think what Dell will try here is the carrot will attack the Sabo, and will try to will stun at least Sabo or Luffy. Then just gonna play a Doffy 10 just to make sure that he'll try to get at least 1 hand card from that attack. Most probably.
Usually you wanted to Luffy frozen, but with Dell's position right now, that
Oh, Shanks 9. Okay. Luffy goes down.
Sabo,
So
okay.
Sabo will get stunned and pass the turn. All right. That's
Yeah. Because
unexpected for
I was
me.
thinking he'll gonna play Dofi 10,
Yeah, same here.
but I think he wanted to be attacked because he still got 5 life. He
That's
wanted
right.
access to those resources. That maybe he's looking for something that he opted for Luffy to be active, and hopefully he'll gonna get attack, and I think he will take this one, and that's the time he will play for that Dofi 10.
That's right. Actually, that's a pretty good play with that Shanks 9. I wasn't able to see that, and I didn't expect that actually,
Yeah,
that
with
he will be
chance
able to
9.
play that Shanks 9. And there you go, Sabo activation, drawing two, and
Does he have a nice H? Because he have access now to
Rocket
Rocket
Luffy.
Luffy.
That's right.
So the question is, does he have? Oh, he now have Moria in his hand. The first Moria we're gonna see from the BY Luffy. Well, the second one. The first one went to the trash.
All right. So we might expect a 11K leader, or most probably a 9K leader plus one life, right?
Yes.
All right.
They
So
usually go for that nowadays because BY tend to have this types of build tend to have what do you call that Thunderbolt,
oh,
so
okay.
that they have access to that as well. Like if you have 1 life and there's a 9 cost, you can play Thunderbolt and Ice Age, trashing that or bottoming the last life because you have to have access with
All
a
right,
life.
there you go. The
The
Moria
Moria,
turn.
the
The,
Moria turn.
how many dons did he save using that Moria? For me, Moria is one of the best cards that you can actually
So
use in
that's
one
8.
piece.
You're
So
gonna
eight,
bring back 4.
1, 2, 3, 4,
So
right?
that's 12. Don't play, but that's gonna transform to 5.
So
So
five,
do you count that as well?
22 don play.
The 22 don't
Wow,
play.
from a Moria. Okay,
So
so
now
he'll try to leader effect since he trashed one of the Sabos, just to make sure that the Sabo is still active.
I think he's trying to draw. So he will go for Rocket Luffy, I believe.
Yep, just to make sure to how many cost is Carrot? Five?
5 cost. He
Five
cannot
cost.
KO that
Yep.
with Rocket Luffy. But
So
let's see if he'll go. Oh, he's going for the 8K Luffy.
oh, okay. So he'll be able to go aggressive next turn. That's a pretty good play. All right,
Yes.
Luffy leader goes to 11K onto Carrot. Will Dell save? Resting. Oh,
Ooh.
Moria will. I think he's gonna say goodbye to Moria if that will be the case. Oh no, not yet. Not yet completely declared. But yeah, sir, there you go.
Yeah,
Moria
definitely gonna be Moria because
goes rest.
his play next turn will be 10 cost Do Flamingo.
Or let's not forget he might be able to have another Shanks 9.
But oh
Oh,
yeah,
but there's a Sabo effect.
yeah. There's a sabo
If
effect.
if Polsky activates.
It's the first kid that he transformed, the sabo.
That's right.
So
Oh yeah, there's a Sabo
he'll
effect.
gonna play the Do Flamingo next turn.
All
Definitely.
Flamingo.
So
Yeah, that's the
we're
best
gonna
turn.
try to
9K
okay,
leader.
9K
Okay.
leader. Dofi.
11K rather, because Shanks has 11K power.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right.
Oh, he's thinking for an Uruj to Hawkins. Is that Hawkins play for the 10 cost? 10
He's also
don?
thinking of
The
playing
Flamingo 10.
Doflamingo. All right,
Okay.
Doflamingo stuns Moria and also the leader, Black Yellow Luffy. Go to sleep for now. All right, we have one life available, so this is actually a pretty good start for the
Yeah.
BY Luffy player, which is Polsky. He
So that's
will
the
be able
third
to
one.
transform his leader to 9K with one life available. So now he draws
Oh,
two, gets a
he has
T-Bolt.
the
Yep, there
T-Bolt.
is
He
a
has the
T-Bolt.
T-Bolt.
Okay, and I think he's gonna trash T-Bolt and Ace. Is that right?
Yeah, that's the T-Bolt and Ace.
All right. Actually, that might be the best, you know, cards that to remove. And there you go.
2 8Ks.
Luffy, 2 8Ks. Well hit, Bonney.
The question now is, does he have another Moria? I don't think so, right?
Well, one of the Morias is already in the trash.
So there's two
So
more.
there's two more
We're
Morias
looking for
available.
second, third, and the fourth
There's
one.
none.
There's none. There's all 2K counters, I think. A few kids, but mostly 2K counters. So
Yeah,
he'll
that,
gonna go all, big in this attack, maybe attacking Shanks, starving Bonney. Maybe he'll try to attack Shanks so that it lessens the 9K attacks that he will be taking next turn.
that's right.
Oh, he
And
already trashed
oh,
2K.
a 2K for the leader effect.
Oh,
And he will
he's looking for
choose.
the Moria. He's looking for the Moria.
There you go. He will choose to play another Sabo. Right? He will dig through the deck looking for that Moria for next turn. Goes to 9K with 1 life. Draws 2. 1 searcher. And unfortunately, still no Morias. But at least he will be able to search for this turn.
But the question now was, what will you trash? You have a lot of 2Ks. Maybe Garp's definitely get. Oh, he's trashing 2 2Ks.
Wow.
That's 3 2Ks already gone.
Three 2Ks in 1 turn.
Yeah, that's that's actually interesting. He has Garp.
All right, yep, he has Garp. He might search later on onto this game, but still depends,
But
right?
but if you're looking for Moria, will you gamble that
Yeah, that's
you're
that's
gonna
actually
bottom?
one of the problems.
Although in statistics, both has the chance, equal chances of being in the top, in the first five or the next cards. But will you gamble that the first five contains a Moria?
That's right. For me, I won't. If you're gonna ask me, because I've been starving to get another Moria for the next turn. So most probably he'll do that next turn, and he passes the turn with 4 active hand cards. Dawns. With how many hand cards left? 6 hand cards left. Right? It's just like I'm asking Polsky and he showed it. All right, so what would be the play here for Dell? And now he
He
attacks
goes
for
for the
10K
body.
for Luffy. Okay, he
I
just
mean,
wanted.
it's smaller target.
Yep, he just wanted to make sure that he'll be able to survive. Oh, I mean, he will be able to answer the board, or he might be asking for 2K counters.
But you have to remember that he already trashed three
Three 2K
in a
counters.
turn
That's
in
right.
1 turn.
So it's going to be tough for Polsky here. And yep, he gave up Sabo. So how many kid Sabos did we see from this game? 3 already, right?
Three.
One from Moria, and then 2 was drawn and hard casted. So
Yeah, I think
now
yeah.
we're just looking for another Moria.
Oh.
Oh, another Doflamingo. Stunning. The Moria, the Luffy
The problem
character, and
the
the Luffy
problem
leader.
right now is that the BY player is in ticking time clock because he's now down to 2 Morias that can be drawn.
Yep.
So once your kids and your Sabo kids are gone, you don't have any more defenses. You
That's
cannot
right.
just easily go to 9K the next turn, and that will put him in a top position. So the question is, can he get those Morias to extend the game, or will the Doflamingo or the Bonney attacks will be enough for next turn to finish the game?
Well, as you can see from the hand cards and also the current board state, Polsky is on a pretty tight position
So he
here.
only now has
Multiple 2K counters.
for I think four. I saw four.
Yep, that's right. And he doesn't have. Oh, there you go.
He gambled for
Garp
now.
search.
Let's see if the first five contains a Moria.
All right, will it be? And
I
oh,
think
one
that's another
more, yeah.
Moria.
That's pretty painful, but he can go aggressive right now because he has a ace, a young ace. But it won't be enough for this turn. If it, yeah, it won't be enough for this
So
turn.
one on the board, one goes to the bottom, one is in the trash. Where's that Mister? Where's that key card? Oh, now he's in a very tough position.
That's right. No blockers. Let's
No
not forget no
blockers, yeah.
blockers.
Well,
Polsky
he
will
can
activate
transform.
the
Does
leader.
he have Kid Sabo yet on his side? No, it's Ace and
Ace. It's ace.
oh, the problem now is at
He active.
22K.
Oh, there you go. He used the Rocket Luffy and got the Rocket Luffy again. A pretty tough decision here from
Now,
Polsky.
what I can see Polsky Dell doing next turn is he'll gonna go all in.
Yeah, most
With
probably.
no Sabo, that's an open invitation to just go all in. A 22K attack. There's no way with like how many hand cards? 6 or 7?
Yeah, that's right.
That's
And-
7.
But most probably Polsky's play here is he will use the leader ability, add 2 life cards,
And then keep it at
and
those.
then keep it at that pace for at least he will be
Yeah.
able to guard one of those attacks or 2 of those attacks for the next turn.
But that means that you're just at 7k.
That's right. So it's harder. It's harder to
And
guard
with
all those
7K,
attacks.
yes, he can take the 2 Dofi attacks, but with, with that's without dons.
That's
So
right.
Bonney has an access again to tendon play, and he will be taking out some of those hand cards definitely.
Yeah, most probably. So we are seeing the future here that Dell might be able to get this win from this game because of the hand cards that Polsky is getting and an 8K. Okay, interesting. 8K, 2 2Ks. That's gonna be a huge problem. Well,
Rocket Luffy
regardless,
again.
if you're gonna ask me, regardless, Rocket Luffy again draws a card, leader effect, trashing one of those kid Luffys or younger Luffys, and leaves the life for 2 lives. So-
He's just now 7k.
Yep, 7K with 2 lives, with multiple hand cards. Probably that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hand cards.
Oh, Dell has, I think, 3 blockers. I saw an Uruj, Rocinante, Hawkins.
All right, and two
And
2Ks
now
were
that's
actually used.
That's the big problem here.
Bottoms. One of those Luffys, 11K.
Oh,
Will
so
he
that's gonna
guard
be
it?
A seven, a Hawkins and an Uruj attack.
That's right.
That's gonna be the play.
He just,
Not
need
an attack. That's gonna be the play.
he just needs to make sure that he'll be able to survive next turn, right?
Oh, that's
Oh, 3 2K counters from that attack.
now he only has 1 hand card.
Yep, 1 hand card left. Pretty tight spot for Polsky. I'm gonna bet that the top card from that deck is a Moria.
That will prolong the game for like
Yeah,
2 more turns.
For 2 more turns.
If that happens.
That's true. We'll see.
Oh, 9K, so it's gonna be a Hawkins play
He
now.
went for 9K to okay.
No, Rocinante Hawkins. Uruj.
Uruj and
Uruj.
Rossi.
Yeah.
There you go. Safe play. Well played there by Dell. Now, is that a Moria? Is that a Moria from the top deck? Right?
Oh, he still had 7 hand cards.
7 hand cards. That's...
Possible 10. Given
No, it's not a Moria, but it can transform, though. To 7K.
What's the final life? What's the last card?
It's a younger Luffy. I think that's a younger Ace or Luffy, or younger Luffy and a Luffy.
So he can go for, if that's a Luffy, he can go Rocket, killing Uruj. Oh, that's the old Luffy, the 8K Luffy.
No, there's a younger one.
There's one.
I'm still not sure if that's
He's counting
a younger.
the Luffys now. He's counting the Luffys.
Yeah.
So that's possible. So that's either gonna be the last Luffy or the first Ace Kid.
That's true. And there you go.
9K.
9K to leader.
The leader.
Uses the Bonnie's leader
Oh.
ability. Locks with the Rocinante just to make sure. Because there might be a Rocket Luffy. You're right.
Now he can Rocket Luffy the Uruj.
That's
Wait,
right. But it's
he's
still not
looking for
lethal.
Ace. So it might be an Ace, right?
Ah, yeah,
That's an
it's,
ace,
it's a
that's an
younger
ace.
ace. It's a younger ace.
That's an
So there's still a frame
So
for him
9K,
to
9K,
go for lethal.
7K. You need to block 1. So that's the attacks would be 8K without dons. 8K, 8K, 2 dons for 7K. Oh, I think he's gonna go for a hard cast Ace Luffy again.
Oh, yeah, most probably. Oh, okay. He attacks for 7K to the leader using the searcher, which is Garp. And there you go, an event with a 3K counter. And there you go. Dale gets this game in the bag for round number 3.